Alright then, hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and we're back out here on iRacing, and we're here at the new beautiful St. Petersburg, and we're going to be racing here in the Indy NXT car, so should be a lot of fun. And we've actually had a great qualifying, and we're going to be starting in the second position, so that's pretty good. So hopefully we can have a good race, make something good out of that, and yeah, I'll see you all when we're about to take the green flag. Alright then, we are just about to go green here. We're just about to end this pace lap. So again, starting in the outside in the second position on the left lane. 19 laps. All the chaos should probably happen behind us, but yeah, let's go and see if we can maybe even win this thing. But as we're about to go green here, this restart is gonna be pretty important. We got to fire off just as a lead is gonna fire off, and he's off. Alright. He's going to be on our inside, the leader is. We're going to be on the outside here, coming into turn number 2. We're going to get a little bit tight. Oh wow, that was close. We're going to get loose. We're going to get run into from behind. But somehow no damage, so I mean 4x, I'll take that a lot over a wrecked race car right there. But yeah, we were just obviously going to drop a couple positions there, but definitely not as bad as what it could have been. I mean, that could have been our race done right there, but somehow we are still out here running without not one bit of damage, not one scratch. So that's pretty amazing. But now in the fourth position, we have filling up a few spots. Hopefully, just get this car into the podium position. By the end of the race, the car in front of us is gonna go a little bit wide. All right, well, we're gonna survive lap number 1, but just about though, because that was certainly a very, very close one right there on the first lap. We're gonna lock up the tyres just a little bit into turn number 1. Into turn number 2, we're gonna get better exit than the third place car in front of us. But yeah, I mean, St. Petersburg, I really do love this venue, especially with these Indy NXT cars. Just super, super fun.
Heads up. Slowing up in front of you there.
Sounds like there's someone may have crashed in front of us. That is very true. As we're going to get into the podium position, that was a leader.
Pit road.
Wow, that was a leader. The leader is out of this race as he's going to disconnect. And the leader is out of this race. And before you know it, we're 2 seconds behind the current leader now. And I feel like we could have the fastest car out of these 2 guys ahead of us. So could a win still be on here at St. Petersburg? I guess there's only one way to find out. Alright, but yeah, I mean, and obviously next week the Ford Mustang GT4 series, they got the Ford Mustang Challenge. They're going to St. Petersburg, this venue, next week. Certainly going to be doing a bit of that, and obviously that'll be a very, very fun one. But I feel like that will be a lot of just avoiding the chaos, because obviously I did a few test ups around here in those, and they are feel pretty big around here, and in a race with about 20 cars, 20 drivers, or however many there'd be, I've got a feeling it could be absolute chaos. So that will definitely be a cool one to race for sure. But now within 2 seconds of the leader, we got a nice 3-second gap behind us. So no pressure from behind. It's just eyes forward, focusing forward on these 2 drivers ahead of us. We get a little bit sideways coming out of turn number 14. We're going to save it though. Now we've got 5-second lead or 7. All right. We've got a huge lead from the cars behind now. I think someone made a mistake there. So we've almost got a 7-second lead there. That's really good. So no pressure from behind is good, but we need to take that to our advantage to keep our eyes forward and set some fast lap times in and try and catch these guys in front of us. But yeah. Obviously, anyone can make a mistake at any time here. These cars just can get from underneath you at absolutely any time. But so far, everyone apart from the pole sitter has kept it together. So obviously, there's still a long way to go. There'll be 15 laps still left coming to the line this time by, as we're gonna lose quite a bit of time this lap. We're gonna have to gain it all back here. I think I might use a bit of push to pass here down the straight. Oh, talk about getting sideways. That was very sideways off of turn number 14 there. But we have been let off quite a few times this race then.
Is the fastest car on the racetrack.
Third place car is going to go very wide right there. Now for the fast section, going to get just a tad sideways. Into the braking zone, heavy braking zone. Oh, the third place car is going to lock. The second place car, excuse me, is going to lock it up. I've been saying he was a third place car this whole time, but actually he was a second place car because obviously the pole sitter wrecked. But we're going to be up the second position, and now it's all eyes on the leader, all eyes up front. And that is the car we want to catch and pass now. Game on. Fight is on. Can we catch this leader? Can we do it? Can we bring it home? I mean, obviously, I will take a second place position. I'll take a podium for sure. But I mean, I know we've certainly got a chance of hunting down this leader. If he makes a few mistakes here and there, or a couple mistakes here and there throughout this race, I'll tell you what, we may be able to catch him and pass him. I mean, all it really takes is a few moments to close in a 3-second gap. Obviously, as long as those moments don't happen to us, then we'd certainly have a good chance here. If we just keep the car going nice, good, consistent lap times, and pile in as much pressure on the leader as we can, closing as much as we can without taking any big risks, then oh, there we go, we gained quite a bit of time out of there. Great sector right there for us compared to the leader. 11 seconds gap behind us. We don't have to worry about anything behind us one bit. It's literally all eyes up front, all eyes up front. Nothing else to worry about. Apart from up front, he will make a mistake. Oh, wow. The leader will make a big mistake. And so are we. Well, that was clever. Try and get it back going as quick as possible. We will be able to get it back going. Well, what can I say, but got just a little bit too overexcited right there. But certainly not disastrous, as we're going to send it way too deep into turn number 1. But yeah, certainly not disastrous, but it's just too early on the throttle, just got a bit too excited. And that just shows my inexperience with the Indy NXT cars. Because my first races have really only been this week. In these cars, I haven't done anything with these cars really before. So you just need to get used to in situations like that. You can't gas these cars down too quickly, too much too quickly, because otherwise he will be around. Like we just did there. We were honestly had a position to win the race right there, but we're gonna have to hope for him to make another mistake, and yeah, we gotta catch as much time as we can. But certainly a very annoying and stupid mistake to make on my part. But just gonna keep our head down, focus forward, still try and set some good lap times, and hopefully he makes a mistake or two for us to gain some time on him. Yeah, that could have been. We had a battle on right there. We had a good battle on right there until we made that mistake. I mean, we were right on him side by side, then I just span it. That would have been a great battle for the lead and potentially the win right there. So, but we blew it away, and we may have a chance, another opportunity just like that, if he makes a couple mistakes, and if we don't make mistakes and catch up with him quite a bit, but we have to be very, very quick here now in these, what is it, 12 remaining laps? Yeah, 12 remaining laps. I accidentally went into first gear right there, and we're going to do it again. But we're going to have to get this car going again. Now it's just going to be a fight for the podium. Well,
Real good look at that when he drives by here. Make sure everything looks okay. I'm pretty sure it's fine. I don't see
that
nothing.
certainly isn't too clever. I think that's pretty much just blown away any chance of us going home with a win right there now. Just two stupid mistakes. Well, certainly need to clean up with those mistakes right there. Just getting way too early on the gas,
Keeping it up,
and they're
bud.
just
Run
so
up
such
strong
an
behind you.
easy mistake to
The
prevent.
interval
So
is
easy of a mistake to
2.8.
prevent, but also so easy of a mistake to make. Because all you really have to do is just be patient on the throttle, the accelerator, coming out of turn number 14, and you'll be all right. But it's so easy just to put your foot down just a little bit too much, and then you are around. It's quite a underrated, easy mistake to make, but also it's a very easy mistake to prevent. Goodness me! I've just looked at my relative, my standings, and we are now in touching distance of the leader. 5 seconds. He must have made a huge mistake. We've just gained 10 seconds on him. He must have made it. Look, he's just going into this braking zone right now. That is madness. All right. Talk about chaos. I mean, we've just done a terrible mistake there twice. When all hope was lost of a win, obviously the car in front of us could still look fast, but we're only now 6 seconds away from the leader because he just, I don't know what he did. We'll have to look what on earth happened there in the incident report. But that certainly put us both, the second place car ahead of us and me, sort of into that winning picture. If I can just now just start setting fast lap times, because honestly wouldn't be surprised if that's the only mistake from now and the end that those two drivers make. But as long as we don't make a mistake, we should be all right, and we have a potential chance of win here. Because now maybe as the car in front of our second place car seen the leader make a few mistakes, he's about within 4 seconds of the leader. He might see that and put his foot down, and that could cause him to make a few mistakes here. But just have to wait and see. We've got to be very, very patient, but set fast lap times, and just it's all down to not making stupid mistakes and just being sensible and patient. All right, come to the line. It will be 8 laps to go. Way too deep into there. Way too deep into turn number 10 right there, but we're going to be all right. We're going to get away with it. Just a little bit too late on the braking and not braking hard enough either. Very careful off of turn number 14 there. We're going to use a bit of push to pass right here. No, but I think the lead is probably, he's starting to run away with it again now, setting in some pretty good lap times now. Unless he makes another mistake, I think he probably has this one in the bag. All right, but now we just go try and focus on catching this second place car. Who's the number 6 car in front of us. Oh, got a little bit sideways coming off turn number 8. And out through the kink we go, very high speed section. Broke a little bit early right there. Hit the curbing a bit there in turn number 10. Don't want to do that too much because otherwise you could have the potential of going flying around. But yeah. And now 8 laps to go now, coming across the line. So we are well and truly in about the final third of the race, I guess. So and yeah, just gained a lot of time there on the leader again. He's very fast for sure. He can set in some great lap times, but I think he may be making a few mistakes here and there, and those mistakes are becoming more frequent now. As we are just gaining more and more time on him, the gap between me and the second place car has pretty much stayed the same consistently throughout when I made that mistake and he got past me. But the leader here is certainly very, very fast, but he's making a few mistakes here and there, more frequently as he was earlier on for sure. Maybe it's the pressure getting to him. But now, the more he makes those mistakes, the more the second place car is going to gain on him. Oh, but he's going to gain another 2 seconds there. All right, now into the heavy braking zone for turn number 1. I can definitely feel that I can just get scrubbed so much more lap time off with this car here at St. Petersburg. I just feel like I can just scrub so much more time off of my laps. I just doing different things here and there, but it's just about setting more laps here and just figuring out what I need to do better. First slow car in front of me, and I see that relative of the leader. The leader has just spun. That's the leader. Game on. That was the leader. The leader's, well, pretty much out of it now. It's happened again. The leader has binned it again. Now it's a 1.3 second gap between me and the new leader. I don't know how much damage the leader has, whether he needs to, whether he has any damage at all, whether he needs to go down pit lane and get that fixed. But for now, I think it's pretty much, yeah, we've got a 10-second gap now. It's just literally just me and this driver right in front of us here for the win. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I will be very annoyed. Well, I mean, not very, very annoyed, but I will be disappointed if we don't get a win right here. Because obviously, if we didn't make those 2 mistakes, we could have a pretty big lead right now. But yeah, I mean, just gotta focus on obviously getting these good lap times, and maybe he'll make a mistake. Maybe the 6th car will make a mistake in front of us. But we still got enough time to gain 1.3 seconds right here if we just consistently set good lap times in. Like I've said about 100 times before this race. Oh, we locked up the brakes there just a little bit coming into turn number 10. Now through this really fast section, gonna send it flat out this time. Didn't gain really hardly anything because we're gonna have a terrible turns 13 and 14. Gonna use some more push to pass right here. Right, gaining just a little bit right here. And yep, the leader has disconnected, or the leader who was running away with it has now just disconnected. So that means it is well and truly just me and this driver in front of me here for the win. There's a spinner, it's a lap car. Okay, that could have gotten interesting there. Unfortunately, we're going to be the ones having the disadvantage trying to get around him. I was hoping that might slow the leader up a bit, but I think it slowed us more a bit right there. Thankfully, not really going to slow us up too much there. I'm now just going to try and do everything to just gain as much time as I can without binning the car. Just trying to send it flat out round that bit as much as I can. Alright, now under a second. The gap is between me and the leader. Going to get sideways there. That's definitely not going to help. Thankfully, we didn't lose it. That'd have been embarrassing doing it for the 3rd time this race. But thankfully, we didn't do it. Oh, his leader's going to go just a little bit wide right there. He's going to be alright, though. Right, come on. Gained a little bit through there. Going to send it in very hard right there. Locked up just a little bit. Not too good of a corner right there. Going to get a little bit sideways. Felt that one coming. Trying to get a good run off turn number 8 here. Oh, we're going to get terrible. Oh, it's just those mistakes right there we need to clean up in order to catch this leader and win this race, because we're coming to only 2 laps to go. That mistake is huge. That may have cost us right there, because off turn number 8 and especially off this corner, well, turn number 14 is super important because you've got a high speed, fairly long section that you need to gain time. But I mean, at least not lose. At least not lose time. Not too good of a turn number 1 right there. Into turn number 2, going to try and ride just a little bit of the curbing. 7 tenths now, gained a bit through there. We're going to gain up to 6 tenths. All right, we are right on him now. Into the 2 laps to go. Just trying to pile on as much pressure on the leader as we possibly can. Getting turn number 8. Hopefully we don't make that mistake again. Now we're going to get a little bit sideways, but not too much. Yeah, he had a pretty good section right there. Too early on the brakes there from us. Oh dear. Oh no. That's going to cost quite a bit of time as well. Oh, you got to be kidding me. That was our chance right there to gain a ton of time. We're still going to get onto him right here. All right, white flag, final lap. This is it. This is it. I'm just going to... We have got to give it some. If we spin out, I'm hoping we should be able to get it going back quick enough to get a second place finish. We just locked up way too much into there. We just got to be sending it now. We really do. Harden the brakes early and slowly lift off them. Oh, come on. We got to try and get as much time as we can. I think now it's just a mistake that really we can... if he doesn't make a mistake, he's got it. Oh, yeah. Can only use our last bit of push to pass right here. Super late onto the brakes right here. And that's going to do it. Ah, there it is. Pushing too hard. Well.
Alright, let's be ready here, fellas. So we're going to check the toe. We're going to check the toe first before we jack it up. Get him, bud. You get him. The interval is 6.1.
Alright. Well, fortunately couldn't quite bring it in the first position. Man, I really thought that we were possibly going to get a win right there. Obviously, just made an unfortunate mistake there at the end right there. Just sent it in way too hard. Into turn number 10, but position number 2, I will take it for sure.
Good effort.
10 instant points is questionable, but certainly could have been worse. Because, I mean, lap number 1, where we somehow didn't get destroyed there, that could have really been a day ender there. But we're going to bring it home the second position. But yeah, again, if we just didn't make those 2 mistakes where we spun out coming off turn number 14, and obviously we would have, and obviously when we sent it in way too hard coming into here in turn number 10, we obviously wouldn't have sent it that hard if we had a lead, if we didn't spin off turn number 14 those 2 times. And if we didn't do that, I'm pretty sure we would have locked in a win right there. But yeah, very, very fun race. Just so close for a win right there. I was about 1 mistake away from a win right there. But yeah. So let's go and have a look at these instants, and I'll definitely want to go and take a look at lap number 1. Obviously, always start off on lap number 1, but that was certainly a yeah. Obviously, pushed it way too hard there at the end on the final lap. Just giving it absolutely everything I had. Going for a win on the final corners. Obviously, just locked in and just locked them up and went straight into the ball there. But obviously, I knew that I had enough of a gap behind me that if I did do that by sending it in a little bit too hard, then I would have just been able to reverse and got it back going and still come home in the second position. and I did exactly that, unfortunately, but still, obviously, brought it home in the second position because we were only about a couple corners away from the checker flag. But let's go and take a look at the. Yeah, so it already started from us nearly getting absolutely destroyed from here. So um, all right. See, obviously we're side by side the leader right there. I sort of got a little bit out of whack, and I cleared this car right here in third place, but I sort of did not have a good run off turn number 2, and I got very tight, and he's going to hit me again. But this 9 car did extremely well to not run into the back of me and just completely turn me right there. And again, right here, I got loose. I got very loose. And again, the 9 car plowed into me, and how we didn't end our day, I do not know. But full credit to this 9 car right here for being very careful there and lifting quite a lot for us, because about 7 or 8 times out of 10 we would have been destroyed there, and this 9 car wouldn't have even thought about lifting. But huge credit to this 9 car here for lifting. But yeah, that was certainly a very scary moment there. But let's go and take a look at our mistakes and what happened to this leader as well. I think, yeah, the leader. Yes, this was a leader. So this was a leader, the second leader that we had that got a huge gap, and then he binned it there. There we go. Let's see what happened here. It was in turn number 7 and 8, I think. He's coming through here. Oh yeah, that that must have hurt him a lot. That must have been really gutting right there to do that. I mean, I have actually earlier this week I had possibly an even bigger gap of a lead, as there was complete carnage behind me, and I managed to come out in the lead, and I did the exact same thing as this. So easy to do though. Just if you don't get that entry to turn number 7 right, that will most likely happen. Yeah, just really gutting for him right there. But let's have a look at the incident there with the obviously the driver who was on pole. I think it was no, it wasn't. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens here with this was your pole sitter, so he qualified first. Early on in the race, he had a pretty big lead, and then suddenly he was gone. He was nowhere to be seen. So he obviously made a pretty vital mistake somewhere. Really, did he? He didn't really like anything happen there going in fast motion. But we'll have a look there, unless he nicked the tires right here. Oh, he nicked the tires. Oh, almost the same thing of what the other driver did. But yeah, that will just destroy a wheel, and that will end your day. Again, just send it in just a little bit too hard, and that's what happens. Very gutty as well for him as well. So it happened to 2 guys this race. Well, that is absolutely gutting for those guys. But and then obviously, let's take a quick look at how we spun out those couple of times. All right. Yeah. Actually, I think it was in All right. I'm trying to find the first one we spun out. Yes, I think it was probably. Was it that? Oh yes, it was lap number 6 right here. Yeah, just coming in here, and obviously, yeah, that's it. We saw the leader. I see the leader's well up the road. You know, he's probably running away with it all the way. Just here, all the way up there. But then he makes a mistake. Look, he just goes way too wide. And we would have come off side by side for the lead off of here. I just got way too excited, as you see my telemetry there. look how early I am on the throttle right there. Obviously, that will just cause you to go around that early. So, just terrible mistake on my part. Just got way too excited there. But yeah, that was certainly an annoying one right there. And then a couple laps later, I think I did it again. Um, yes, I did literally 2 laps later, I did it again. So again, I think I just wait. Yeah, just look at this already coming off hard on the accelerator. Already half throttle coming off even before we get past the restart zone. I'm still on that throttle on that. Yeah, just terrible mistake here from me. But thankfully, we still managed to go in. But if we managed to avoid at least one of those spins, we would have most likely won that race. So again, very 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 annoying, but great race though. Obviously annoying we couldn't quite come out on top there, but again, great result, great race. And I can't really complain with a second place finish at podium, but close to the win. So let's go and take a look at the results, what safety rating and what I rating we gained. All right then, so here are the results. Also, we got second place out of only 14 cars, but we got 0.5 safety rating, managed to get that safety rating back over 2.0. That's pretty good right there. And obviously our I rating gained another 77 I rating, almost at that 1200 mark. Obviously, my Formula I rating is obviously a little bit lower because I mean, really the only really bit of Formula racing I've done before the last month or so is more just trying to get this safety rating up to get to this C class so I can race series like the Indy NXT series. So now trying to get some good results and gaining some I rating. But yeah, that was definitely a very very good race there. But again, so close to that win. But it was my own mistakes that of some very just silly mistakes that caused me to fortunately not get the win. But that was definitely a good race. Obviously, great finish. And yeah, I'll be back very, very soon with another video on iRacing. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.